Our guest today on Caribbean is Mr. Kern Cowan, and Kern is the director of the Tobago Carnival Committee. Am I right in your description, Kern?
Chief Executive Officer of the Tobago Festivals Commission Limited,
All right. Okay.
charged with the Tobago October Carnival
Right.
project.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, I'm accustomed to Trinidad Carnival and so on, but it's nice to see that Tobago has developed its own unique expression. And so John Arnold was my very good friend. And as a result of that, we got exposed more into the nuances, and he hooked me up with you. So tell us a bit about the plans that are coming up for Tobago Carnival. When is
Tobago Carnival is a mix of what we call the stakeholders doing their part, as well as the THA, Tobago Also Assembly, doing their aspect. So for us, the carnival runs from the 25th of October to the 27th of October, which starts with what we call the Monarch of Mass, which is a kind of a king and queen expression stage show. And that is always brings out the creativity in how the stakeholders, they will do their costuming and their mask making. It's
right,
really focused on that.
right,
While on the Saturday, we start these festivities off with Pan. So that event is called Rhythm, Steel, and Powder. And that gets kicking on the streets of Scarborough from 5 p.m. all the way to 9 p.m. But that also signals the night mass, which gets kicking at 9:30,
yeah,
right after the Pan and Powder. And all of this is a procession from on the waterfront all the way to Market Square. So they journey all the way up, and you have all the people out on the streets being a part of this. So
right,
the night mass is really a street theatrical production that involves a lot of traditional and contemporary mass.
right.
And you have sections, you have music trucks, all of it forms part of the expression. So all of that Saturday afternoon into night
Yes.
is tremendously laid out with activities. And when you think you didn't have enough, guess what? Right after that, at 4 a.m.,
Yeah,
gets kicking the Juve. And Juve has now mud mass and, of course, all the traditional elements.
right,
That runs from 4 all the way into 9 a.m. So
man.
believe you me, it's a tremendous, tremendous one.
Right,
Then, of course, we still have the Sunday, which is really the main street parade, the masqueraders, the parade of the bands,
right,
and that gets kicking with our traditional mass at 10 a.m. And they parade into Scarborough, again, same traditional route as I said before. And then you have the what we call the highlights of the pretty mass, the contemporary mass, and that starts at midday all the way down to 7 p.m.
right.
And it's not done there yet. Because after that,
Yeah,
then we go to the last, what we call the last show for the actual carnival weekend, where
right,
we have and himself, Marshall Montano at Sweet Soca and the Comfort Suites.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. With all of this, you must have developed an infrastructure to accommodate people coming in, flying in, and hotel accommodations and so on.
Yes. So those are the stakeholder ends, because as much as we can get involved in terms of ensuring that there's enough support on the air and on the sea bridge in terms of boat access and plane access,
Yeah,
stakeholders are also getting involved. Hotels are really almost fully booked. You have villas, you have a number of different things. We do expect a high volume of international visitors and local visitors as well. So a lot has gone into place into making sure these things work for us.
right, right. Fantastic, man. Are there any, well, I would imagine there's a forum for the junior kids, like the junior carnival, junior calypso, is there an infrastructure based for that, for them?
Yes, actually there is. So the Junior Calypso competition is actually this Wednesday coming here from 9 to 12 p.m.
Yeah,
So in this current format of what we call the carnivalism. The Tobago October Carnival focuses on from the kids from a point of view of music, while on the National Carnival stage, which is in February, March,
Right.
we focus on kids being on the road, masqueraders, mass, etc. So the musical element is in this rounds where we have junior calypso competition, etc. And that is actually happening this week. We
Right.
also have something called the Soca Titans, which has happened already in terms of the prelims, but the finals for the Soca Titans, which is more like a quote unquote Soca Monarch,
Right.
right? Yeah, that kind of format, and that takes place on March 23rd. Sorry, Wednesday, 23rd of October. It's our Soca Titans finals.
Right. Wow. I mean, it's a lot, man. I mean, where, how do you all, how, I don't understand. I mean, how do you cope with all of this? I mean, and people living their normal life, Tobago people living their normal lives. I mean, how is it oh, tell us, I mean, is it a natural attitude for Tobago people?
Well, as a Trinbagonian culture, there's a Trinbagonian energy for enjoyment and still trying to find work, but this season, the season allows for it where people, they know this is the focus, is what's happening,
Yes,
so they manage accordingly, they
yeah,
plan with it in mind,
yeah,
and it gets done, it
yeah,
gets done.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Are there any opportunities to have this thing online? Because for people who can't travel, the world that the world is a small place today with the kind of things
Right.
that are available online. Are there any streaming taking place?
So we have our local media partner, the Tobago Updates, and they will be carrying a lot of the programming and even the day of the events online, as well as our national media partner, which is TTT. They
Right.
will also be broadcasting online so that the diaspora and those interested who can make it can see and experience what's taking place in the space.
Right. Excellent, man. Yeah. Anything you like to add? What do you like to tell people up here? I mean, on this side of the world, seeing it, listening.
Oh, I mean, most importantly, come experience Destination Tobago like you've never seen before. Come for the carnival, stay for the island, experience the sand, the sea, and everything that goes with it. Experience the mass, the music, the sea, the pigeon point, the Scarborough, all of it in one package. It's
Right.
not
Oh,
something to miss. You
yeah.
come for one thing and experience it all. Don't lose out.
All right. Okay. All right, Kern. Listen, thank you so much. And we will stay in touch and continue monitoring so we let our people, our listeners, to understand and to know of more of Tobago Carnival and its continued heritage.
Thank you so much. Really
Perfect.
appreciate it.
All right, man. I've been
All
speaking
right.
to, okay, I've been speaking with Kern Cowan, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the Carnival Commission. This is Ron Martin. Caribbeana continues.